Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales, and I'm on my channel right now to protect myself from these neighbours and this landlord who is St George Community Housing. Right now, this landlord is telling these neighbours to just put me through intense abuse. He's trying to force me to have a health episode, and he's got these 3 neighbours that are joined to my unit working overtime to do that. The creep that lives in the unit diagonally to me, I've been putting up videos about him over the past couple of days. The landlord has given this person, who is a known pervert, Peeping Tom, in this area, everything that he needs to put me through horrific abuse 24 hours a day. He also stalks me on illegal cameras that this landlord has planted in my home. So right now he's been breathing cigarette smoke into my house. He's been doing this for the past 24 hours intensely. He's actually been carrying out this abuse for 20 months now. He's been abusing my air. Go back 10 months since the abuse of my air started. But he's been putting me through an intense abuse for 20 months around my home. He's a predator. All of these neighbours are predators. You would have to be a predator and you would have to be mentally disturbed to do what these people are doing, because they're putting me through cruelty and they enjoy every minute of what they're doing. They're also getting paid to do it from this landlord. And they just won't stop. So my heart is beating out of control right now, because these people also know that, because they're watching my heartbeat on a monitor. So it's attempted murder. They know my heart beats up, so they all start attacking me all together intensely. This is what they do. There's 3 neighbours that can control the air. This is happening to me because it's all a part of a police cover-up that St George Community Housing has partnered with the justice system, corrupt members of the justice system here in New South Wales and corrupt members of the health system, to put me through abuse in my home, to try and abuse me to death. Hasn't worked out for him. It's never going to work out for him. But this landlord just doesn't seem to get it. He just doesn't seem to understand that he's lost, and he just can't accept it. So he's trying to force my life to end. He's watching my heartbeat as he's telling these abusers to carry out abuse, and he's abusing my air, the oxygen I'm trying to breathe in my home, and he's been doing this for 10 months, whoever he is. There's also people viewing into my home illegally. They're also watching this situation. They just sit there and watch to see if I'm going to die today. St George Community Housing has taken money from those people to do that. That they sit there and watch me be put through cruelty, willing death on me, because they've been a part of this abuse here in Campbelltown, New South Wales over the past 20 months, and they want me to die because they don't want to be held accountable for what they've done. There's large organisations involved in this that have people viewing into my home illegally to just see everything that I do, everything that goes on under my roof, so that they can just keep track of everything. They keep track of what I buy. They keep track of my health. These people are just, they're living on false hope. They really are. These people actually believe that if they can kill me today, they're going to be fine. And that is absolutely delusional. It really is. But there's also the fact that these 3 neighbours that are joined to my home, they're mentally disturbed people. So they're addicted to stalking and abusing me. It's all they do. This creep, he hasn't left his home in 20 months. This is how disgusting this creep is. He's a known pervert. And St George Community Housing has given this creep cameras to view into my home and tamper with my air as he watches my heartbeat. And of course, these people, they're mentally disturbed. They get off on the power they have over me of being able to control my heartbeat. They're violating the air I'm trying to breathe. They're violating my heartbeat. They're violating me psychologically, physically, on so many levels. This landlord has abused my human rights to the extreme. I'm being discriminated against because I'm a single woman on my own. I mean, of course, this wouldn't be happening to me if I was in a relationship. My family have stolen an inheritance from me. They are also viewing into my home illegally on these cameras, and they rely on these abusive, mentally disturbed people to keep my life stuck. They're also relying on those people to cause me a health incident. I mean, these people, what they're doing, it doesn't even make sense. It's the most unrealistic plan ever. And if they think I'm going to sit back and let these people abuse me in my home like this, where I pay rent, I'm a good member of this community, my family are relying on these mentally disturbed people to take my life so that they can steal my legacy and my inheritance. And that is the truth. That is the truth. And so are these people. Everyone involved in this, they all want me to die because they've all got money to gain if I die, and I'm not dying. I'm not dying. So you better get that through your heads. So my heart is beating out of control right now. These people know that I have severe PTSD, and they get excited. They do. They get excited every time my heart goes fast because they're trying to cause me a heart attack. So when one starts carrying out abuse, another one will start. And yeah, there are random people viewing into my home illegally. I have no privacy whatsoever. These people watch my devices. They watch into my home. They watch my heartbeat. The corrupt members of the justice system and health system have carried out this plan to take my life, and it's to cover up for crimes that they have committed in the system here in New South Wales. So I'm protecting myself right now because my heart is beating fast. The emergency services here in Campbelltown are also involved in this. So these people just think that if they can cause me a sudden health episode by just putting me through intense cruelty all day long in my home, by tampering with the air, they believe in their minds that they're going to be able to just go back to their lives as normal, and that the emergency services here in Campbelltown will just cover it all up for them. The Campbelltown Public Hospital. I will attach a video to the end of this one that'll tell you about the Campbelltown Public Hospital. So I'll also attach another video that will tell you, it will explain the big picture of everything that has happened here in Campbelltown, New South Wales over the past 20 months. And you have to see the big picture here, because my family and the justice system have been putting me through psychological abuse since I was a child. I'm realising this more and more. Because I've had time on my own, I've been purposely isolated by these people. So I have a lot of time to think, and I'm thinking back over time. And, you know, at first I thought it was around 10 years that these family members have been putting me through this psychological abuse with the justice system. But now I realise the people that brought me up and my immediate family, they've been putting me through psychological abuse since I was a child, so that they could steal my legacy, since I was a teenager, even younger. So that is who they are. They were focused on ending my life when I was just a child. And they've been working on that ever since, to steal my legacy and my life. And there are extended family members involved in this as well. They have helped them. And all of these people have isolated me deliberately to do this. My family just pretended I didn't exist, and they told everybody I was a bad mother and a drug addict and a hopeless alcoholic, and that I was just useless. And I'm the exact opposite. So That's what they've done, though. They've been able to create an illusion around my entire life because there's so many of them against one person. And that is the truth. That is the truth of what's going on here. So right now, I'm just protecting myself from these neighbours. I just want to breathe clean air. That's what I want. I want to breathe clean air in the home that I take care of, where I pay rent and I don't harm anyone. So every time this landlord does this, I'm going to be on my channel today. This is the only way these people can try and kill me, is by putting me through intense abuse in my home. And this landlord is abusing his power, and so are these neighbours, because they live close. And there's also businessmen that have been involved in this that are paying these neighbours to do what they're doing. These neighbours can attack the air that I'm trying to breathe through their range hoods, through their rigged range hoods. These people could put anything through them. Someone has got up into the roof here and they have rigged the range hoods so that everything gets diverted into my unit. Everything. So they can put whatever they like through their range hood. The woman downstairs, she's been trying to choke me all night with dust. She's sent dust pouring from my roof. I mean, I've posted videos. I just put one up of how much dust falls from my roof when this woman turns her range hood on. And she's covered my home with dust again. And she's going to be held accountable for that. She's going to be held accountable. These people are tampering with my air. They're viewing into my home illegally. They're viewing my devices illegally. They're stalking me aggressively. They're tracking my vehicle. They're watching my heartbeat on a monitor as they carry out this abuse. They're going to jail for the rest of their lives. If there's anyone out there that can help me, please help me. Because, yes, there's people watching into my home right now that are willing death on me. And the authorities here, the corrupt authorities here in Campbelltown, New South Wales, they are hoping that they can set it up where I get taken to hospital. That's what they have been hoping would happen. And then they just cover it all up. And then they just say that I was delusional. That's what they've been trying to do. That's why the landlord rigged the range hoods in the first place, to make me look like I was smelling things in my home and imagining them. And they were also going to gas me because, I mean, the woman downstairs, she has sent raw gas into my home on several occasions. And, I mean, why else would you rig the range hoods over people's stoves when you want to get rid of somebody? You want to make them look like they've given up hope on their life and they've taken their own life. That is what their plan was. But it hasn't worked out for them. Now there's hardly any way that these people can get to me, because the stalking from a lot of that has stopped. A lot of the stalking from the abusive men in the loud vehicles. Although there was still stalkers out there this morning. There was. A lot of that's calmed down. So the only way they can get to me is through these neighbours, see? And nobody can see what they're doing because it's silent. They're attacking my senses. They're attacking my sense of smell. They're attacking my nervous system. So nobody else can see that. And that's the whole plan behind this whole thing that they have carried out on me. It's MK Ultra mind control. And they attack your senses in any way that they can to take your life or to cause you a permanent health condition. And they do this as a group. And they try to make the person give up on their own life so that it looks like the person just committed suicide, or it looks like, that they just died of natural causes. But it's actually people like these neighbours and the landlord abusing me to death here. That's what they're doing as a group. And I'm not putting up with it. I'm not putting up with breathing this filthy, disgusting predator's secondhand smoke. I don't want to breathe his air. He's breathing his air into my home out of his lungs. I don't know what he's got, what's in his air. These people, their houses stink. The woman downstairs, hers doesn't, but the other two do. And I don't want to breathe their air. And this woman downstairs, she's sending that dust through to deliberately try and wear me down, to hold my life up. I have a disability. This woman sits there and watches me have to struggle to vacuum, to clean my house several times a week because of what she's done. She's cruel, and she doesn't care. I've just never seen anyone so selfish in my life. And the abuse that she's carrying out, it's designed to cause me as much physical abuse as it possibly can, because, I've got to go through my whole house and clean it up. She's trying to affect my breathing as well. And then she's affecting my heartbeat because I'm so traumatized by the way that she's tampering with my air. And then she's sitting back, watching me clean it up, getting satisfaction on these illegal cameras, watching me be humiliated and degraded in my home. And this is happening because my rights as a woman they've been taken away from me by my family. The abusive person that brought me up, the poor excuse for a father figure that brought me up, he's committed crimes against women and children. And these women, like this woman downstairs, is fighting for men like that. So she's fighting for her own limitations. I don't get it. These women will do anything for money, the women involved in this. And I've got female family members that have sided with that person for money. So yeah, I've been discriminated against because I'm a woman on my own, no other reason. And my family have managed to do that my entire life because of the abusive men in my family. So I just want these people to stop tampering with my air. If there's anyone out there that can help me here, please help me. Please help me. I need urgent help. My life has been bailed up by these people, and they're all relying on my death. And I've got so many people just willing death on me every day, and I'm being put through intense cruelty in my home. No, it's inhumane. No one should ever have to go through this kind of thing. It's absolutely inhumane, and this landlord is committing crimes against humanity, and he's also played a big part in the environmental crimes that have gone on here. He's caused a lot of them. So that's why he's taken these risks right now to try and take my life, because I don't know, he's got to be delusional himself if he thinks he's getting away with this. Doesn't he see how many people have seen these videos? There's someone out there that cares. There's a couple of people out there that care, because I know they do, because they're clicking on my videos as soon as I put them up. And that's probably to let you know, landlord, that there is someone out there that cares. So you need to get real, St. George Community Housing, and stop these people from abusing my air, because I'm going to be on my channel every time today, every single time that I have to protect myself from these disgusting people that you have hired to try and kill me. I'm going to. Thank you if you've listened to this video, and please, if you can help me in any way to get justice here or to raise public awareness of this, please help me, because I've tried to reach out to people in the public eye for help, people that should have helped me, but they didn't, and I don't know why. I don't know if they've taken bribes or if they've been told lies or what, but they didn't help me. I've seen them help other people for lesser things. Thank you for listening to this video, and have a good day.